11.5 points per game. Rebels offensively 13th at 57 points per game, 13th in 1A, but defensively they rank 3rd in 1A boys, 44.1 points per game. Piute 11th across the board, 57.9 points scored per game. So they score a little bit more on average than Rich, but they also allow 6 points or 8 points more than the Rebels do per night. And of course, that's a lot of different competition. Again, these teams played each other once earlier this year, and Rich won that matchup 45-34 during the 1A preview at the Sevier Valley Center. Rebels, the designated home team in the home whites. Piute, the designated visitors, wearing the light blues, white numbers. Gates Fulmer and Nick Jarman for the tip. And Jarman wins it over to Kenan Clark, hand to Aaron Smith. Rebels attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com and KSL, live.ksl.com. The Rocky Mountain scoreboard just underway. Jarman kicks it across the Calder, back up top. Cook, left wing. Rebels, quick ball movement. Jarman in the lane, pulls up just a bit short. Fight for the rebound, and Calder had position on Bo Sylvester, who knocked it away from Cameron. And it's an early foul for Bo Sylvester. Rebels with it on the baseline. Calder slaps it, looks into the middle, finds Jarman, right elbow, kick it out, right corner three. Aaron Smith, no short. That one goes up off the off the bar that holds the basket in place, drops down through. It won't count. Out of bounds. Tonight's broadcast of Rich Rebel basketball and Piute is also brought to you by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstone's has it all. The Bear Lake All Sporting Goods shop. If you're ever in the Bear Lake area, visit Pugstone Sporting Goods at the four-way stop in Garden City. Out on the left side, Kessler Blood tries to drive. He's cut off. Kicks it outside. Bo Sylvester wanted the three. Couldn't get the shot off. Defense out there. Rebels in a man-to-man. Fulmer drives to his left. Jarman blocks that one away. He averages 4.5 blocks per game. And the Rebels rebound and push and throw it away. That's been an issue for the Rebels this year, averaging early on this season they were at probably 16 or 17 turnovers a game. They've brought that down to a team average of 14 per night. No score on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. First quarter, Piute attacking right to left at live.ksl.com and mylocalradio.com. Sylvester, the top of the key, dribbles to his left. Rebels pressuring outside, switching on screens. Sylvester loses his balance, then kicks it out to Kessler Blood. He loses his balance, goes to the floor, out of bounds. Rich Rebel basketball. So teams exchange turnover. Still no score. 6:37 left in the first quarter on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Aaron Smith receives the inbound pass from Jordan Cook and comes across the timeline. 2-3 zone defense for Piute. Long skip pass to Calder, left corner. Looks inside, nothing there. Smith on the wing to Jarman, drops it inside for Clark. It's knocked away, but Cook chases it down in the corner. And Rich will back it out and reset the offense. Coach Brown up off his seat, hands on his hips. No score yet. Calder, Clark around. Aaron Smith sets up, extra pass. Cook for three, right corner, and that one a bit too strong. Gates Fulmer with the rebound for Piute. T-Birds up across the timeline, dribbling to his right. Shannon Bagley kicks it back outside. Rebels again in the man-to-man defense. Long three from Fulmer off the back of the iron. Rebound tipped out off of Calder and out of bounds to the T-Birds. 38 seconds to go in the girls' game. This is the Valley versus Monument Valley in overtime. Valley leads by 2. Bagley on the sideline, just down at the end of the Rebel bench to inbound. Clark deflects it back out of bounds. So some Rebel fans sitting behind the bench. No score, 5:46 left first quarter on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Bagley again to inbound. This time goes right side to Wesley Jensen. Fulmer guarded by Jarman. Gives it right side. Sylvester between the legs. Tries to get away from Smith. Can't. Gives to Bagley. He'll drive and shoot. Kenan Clark with the block. Second Rebel block of the game on defense. Fulmer kicks it across. Kessler Blood, three, right wing, and no. Jarman pulls down the rebound. He pulls down 14 of those per game on average. Cook across the lane to Smith. Aaron sets up, shoots the three, and no, halfway down. Cameron Calder, the offensive board, put back short. Rebound knocked around. It's on the floor and a jump ball. Rebels starting off cold here at Richfield High School. They've gotten a few good looks. but haven't been able to get anything to go. Piute, same could be said for the T-Birds. 5:04 left to go in this first quarter. No score yet on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. T-Birds content to slow things down. They take it across the timeline slowly. Bagley tries to drive, dishes off. Fulmer, left side. Give it off to Sylvester. He drives, right side, shoots, late whistle and a foul. And Calder protests, but that won't make a difference as Bo Sylvester will go to the line and have a chance to put Piute on top early on. The Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, 4:49 left in the first quarter. And Sylvester at the line. Bo averages 14.2 points per game, takes his time at the line and misses front of the iron to the glass and out. 2.2 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 9 steals per game for Sylvester. Still no score in this first quarter. Sylvester eyes the target, crouches down, eyes it again, then delivers and swishes it through. Piute on top, 1-0 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Aaron Smith across the timeline. Rebels attacking left to right in the home whites. Jordan Cook left corner. Look for Clark, and it's deflected. Cook tries to save it, but the Rebels turn it over again. Second turnover for Rich, and no score for the Rebels. 4:35 left in the first. Rebels a bit quiet. Luckily, defensively, they've been solid so far. Sylvester drives and puts it up and in. Clark trying to draw the charge, but Sylvester hangs in the air and just floats it up and over. 3-0, Piute on top. Calder drives in, floats it with the right hand, short. Offensive board, Jarman, one dribble, putback is in there. Nick Jarman with the offensive board and the putback. Rich is on the board, trailing 3-2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Took Rich almost 4 minutes to get on the board. Wesley Jensen to the right side, Bagley. Right corner, Blood for the long two, swishes home. Oh, they give him the three. His front foot was over the line, but the official didn't see that, and Piute gets the three. 6-2. Rebels go to Kinnan Clark, hand off to Jarman at the free throw line. Ball knocked away. Rich with 3 turnovers. Piute pushing the other way. Sylvester dribbles it off his leg and out of bounds. Piute with 2 turnovers and a lead of 6-2. Monument Valley in overtime beats Valley 55-53. So Monument Valley moves on in the championship bracket. That 3 was Kessler Blood for Piute, who leads 6-2. Rich struggling early on offensively. Jared Anderson checks into the game. Looking for Porter Weston, nothing there. Gives to Smith, top of the key. To Porter Weston, free throw line. Back to Anderson. Jared up top, Aaron Smith. Rebels, a lot of patience here. 3 early turnovers and just 1 field goal. Aaron dribbles through traffic, gives to Jarman underneath, and he turns around, scoops it, and misses. Rebound. Bo Sylvester, he turns and runs, but the defense gets back. Kick it out left side, and Kessler Blood misses the 3. Anderson skies for the Rebel rebound. Up the right side, Aaron Smith hesitates, dribbles to the right wing, lobs inside for Jarman, and he's off balance. Ball out in front of him. Rich gives it away for a 4th time. Coach Brown up off his feet, hands on his hips, may call a timeout soon as Fulmer pulls back, fadeaway 3, missed, but offensive rebound, Wesley Johnson misses. Rebels down the other way. Cameron Calder with the Rebel rebound. 2-3 zone for Piute. Rich has struggled against 2-3 quite a bit this season. They go inside. Jarman across the paint, and Porter Weston misses from the left side. Jared Anderson offensive rebound, high off the glass and in. Weston kicking himself for that miss, but Anderson with a little cleanup there. Rich down by 2. 6-4 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 2:11 left to go in this first quarter. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Wishing Rich good luck. Nice ball movement down inside. Kessler Blood misses, but gets his own rebound. Then kicks it up top, and the Rebels take it away. Anderson up court, sprints past everybody, lays it up, and couldn't get it to go. Gates Fulmer contested, may have gotten away with a foul. There was a lot of contact. Bo Sylvester passes to the left side, and nobody's there. Just threw it away. I think he thought Wesley Jensen was going to sprint forward and get there, but Jensen didn't. So the T-Birds turn it over for a 4th time. Sloppy game so far. 4 turnovers apiece for Rich and Piute. Anderson, Jarman skips it left side. Smith sets up long three left wing. Swish! Nothing but net for Aaron Smith, and that's what Rich needs to get things going. Rich on top for the first time tonight, 7-6 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Fulmer on the right wing, travels. I thought he would get away for a second, but he doesn't. Had established that left foot as his pivot foot and then jabbed with the left foot. Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl, providing quality family dentistry since 1998. And by J-Bar Auto in Randolph, Utah. High-quality service at a fair price. Aaron Smith up across the timeline. Straight away, Rebels on top, 7-6 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Weston up top to Smith, around to Anderson. Jared drives, kicks it right corner. Calder for three. No, just short. Weston has the rebound tipped away from him. Rich Smith tips it out to Anderson. And Rich resets. Under a minute to go in the first. Rich goes inside. Weston has it knocked away. A late whistle and a foul against the T-Birds. Gates Fulmer with his arms out in protest. But the foul called on Fulmer. That's probably why he was protesting. Rebels inbound from the baseline. Calder fakes in the middle, goes right corner. Smith for three. This one bounces over the top. Calder goes up high for the offensive rebound for Rich. Rebels pass it, deflected, but Rich comes up with it. Aaron Smith, no-look pass inside. It's deflected down on the floor. Cameron Calder tries to pass it away, and Piute fans and coaches and players wanted to travel. The officials confer real briefly and give the Rebels a timeout with 32.5 seconds left to go in the first quarter on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard on Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
There's nothing quite like getting your prescription filled where the employees know you and you know them. We have the time to help you make informed decisions. Personalization that a mail-order pharmacy can't provide. At Panguitch Drug, we believe that friendly, fast service is most important. The Piute County Chamber of Commerce welcomes you to the greatest playground in central Utah. Many recreation opportunities are found with horseback riding, hiking, rock hounding, river rafting, and of course ATVing. Come and enjoy Piute County. Go T-Birds!
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball presented by Bear Lake Realty. If you're looking for realty in the Bear Lake area, visit bearlakerealty.com and work with the best. Rebels inbound from the baseline. Cameron Calder. Rich on top, 7-6 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Goes to Jarman. Nick one dribble, then Skies goes up off the glass from the left side and hits. 9-6. Rich up by 3. Jarman with 4 points, 2 rebounds, and a block in this first quarter. Kessler Blood, left wing. Sylvester, extra pass. Gates Fulmer, open 3, left corner. Got it. Gates Fulmer from downtown ties the score at 9. Rebels inbound with 9 seconds to go. Smith across the timeline. Right wing to Calder. Cameron up top. Jarman hooks it left side. Aaron pulls up for the long 3 and misses. A fight for the rebound between Sylvester and Calder yields some whistles at the end of the first quarter, and we're tied at 9 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Back with the second quarter action after this. Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Piute Farm Bureau would like to wish the T-Birds success in the postseason. They work for those who work to feed the world. To get involved, contact your local Farm Bureau representative.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball presented by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Tonight's broadcast is also brought to you in part by Bear Lake Realty, Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City. Visit bearlakerealty.com, and by the station in Randolph, here for your convenience needs. If you're heading up to Bear Lake and you pass through Randolph, make sure to stop at the station. They've got the coldest drinks in town. Anderson on the right wing to Smith at the top, bounces left wing. Cook, Clark, Rich works it around the arc. 2-3 zone defense from Piute. Jarman dishes off down on the baseline. Anderson, good adjustment by the D, and Rich has to go back outside. Smith drives in, dishes for Jarman, picked off by Fulmer. He throws it up ahead to what looked like a streaking Shannon Bagley heat, but he went down, and Jordan Cook chased it down for Rich. Rebels And T-Birds exchange turnovers. Cook drives in, dishes off to Jarman. Ball tipped, but Nick comes up with it and puts it up and in off the back of the iron. Rich leads 11-9 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard in what is a close game so far against Region 22's number 1 and Region 20's number 4. Bagley, Kessler, Blood out on the left wing. Top of the key, Fulmer. Sylvester on the left wing. Dribbles to the free throw line, hesitates, throws the elbow out, misses the shot though, and Jarman pulls down the rebound for Rich. Aaron Smith up to the left wing. Ball poked away and given to Piute. Must have been touched last by Smith. He processed it, didn't like the call. It looks like a T-Bird reached in and may have poked it away, but Rebels with 6 turnovers in the game, averaging 14 per night. That was one of the team goals, to keep it under 14 a game. Sylvester at the top of the key. Rich on top by 2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Sylvester dribbles to his right, then kicks it back up top. Fulmer the long 3. Got it, nothing but net for Gates Fulmer from way downtown. And Piute back on top, 12-11 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Jarman in the right corner, double team, gives to Clark, back out to Cook. Jordan has it tipped away, gets it back to Aaron left wing. And then to Anderson down in the corner, pass toward the middle, deflected into the air. Piute with it. Up court, Wesley Jensen. Skip it across, Sylvester, guarded by Clark. Underneath, Rebels not there, but Anderson blocks Shannon Bagley's shot. Bagley gets it back, goes left wing for the 3. Knocked down Bo Sylvester. Rebels looking pretty flat right now. Not a lot of energy from Rich so far. Cook bounces across the lane. It's knocked away and then saved by Kessler Blood, and that's what I'm talking about right there. That hustle play from Blood gets a turnover for Piute, and Rich just kind of standing there watching. Blood into the lane. Bagley left corner. Sylvester fakes the 3. Cook out on him. Piute on top, 15-11 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Kessler Blood the long 3. That hits the back of the iron and goes up high. Cook had the rebound. Arm swatted by Jensen, who gets away with the foul and knocks it away out of bounds. Back to Piute. 5:22 left to go in the second quarter. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by the town of Garden City, Utah, and beautiful Bear Lake, a great place to visit all year round. Log on to bearlake.org today. That's bearlake.org. Kessler Blood right corner. Anderson out on him. Kicks it up top. Bagley back to Blood. Fakes the 3. Dribbles to the left. Gets into the lane. Scoops it up with the left hand. Doesn't get it to go, but he's fouled by Kennan Clark. Clark picks up a first personal foul. Rebels' second team foul. And Blood at the line shooting 2. First one, no. Back of the iron and pops out. Blood will get a second free throw. Quick release, and his second one is good. He's got 4 points in the game, and the T-Birds lead by 5, 16-11 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rebels' poorest offensive performance, just 30 points at Bear Lake this season. Jarman turns, dribbles, loses it. 5 turnovers in the quarter for Rich, but Kennan Clark gets it back, gives to Cook. He'll go strong to the hoop, and he's fouled. He put the knee out to protect himself and got Jensen, or not Jensen, but Blood where it counts. Jordan Cook goes to the line to shoot 2. Blood picks up a first personal foul. Third team foul on the T-Birds. Cook this season, 74% free throw shooter. Swishes the first. Has another coming. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Bear Lake Physical Therapy, helping Rebels get back in the game since 1998. And by Mountain Valley Cattle Company, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Cook's second free throw, bounces high off the rim, misses. He slices in, tries to knock the ball away from Jensen, but hits it out of bounds. And Piute has it. Rich has 3 points in the quarter, 1 field goal. 2-3 zone defense from Piute has stymied Rich, and they've got 9 turnovers in this first half. Long pass from Fulmer. He goes high for Sylvester, throws it away in and out of the hands of Bo, and out of bounds. 4:42 left, first quarter. Rebels struggling. Piute, they're not any kind of offensive showcase, but their defense has been fantastic. Calder, long skip pass to Cook in the left corner. Back up top, Aaron Smith. Cook on the left wing, skips it across to Calder. to Cook on the left wing. Rebels continue to work it around. High-low post with Calder high. He gets it, turns, attacks, and hits it. So Kenan Clark with his first bucket of the game. Brings Rich to within 2, 16-14 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rich putting on a little pressure at half court. Bagley throws the pass toward the corner, and Clark kicks it. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Rich County 4-H, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime, and by Saby Trucking, Scott and Diana Saby, wishing the Rebels good luck. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick one as well. Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. For your next construction project, visit ellingfordbros.com and count on the best. Our broadcast tonight is also brought to you in part by Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. She's Rich County's representative at Castle Rock Chevrolet. Jarman with a steal on a careless pass from Piute. Rich kicks it back outside. Jordan down inside, tries to pass through traffic and throws it away. A sixth Rebel turnover of the quarter, 10 already in the ball game. Rich, fortunately, just trails by 2 despite all those turnovers, those giveaways. A lot of them just unforced errors. At the free throw line, Blood pivots, shoots, fouled by Calder, and misses the shot, but will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Kessler Blood, 1 for 2 so far at the line in this ball game. Last trip, missed the first, hit the second. Our broadcast tonight as Blood hits the first on this trip. Also brought to you by Randolph Country Store. We may be small, but we've got it all. And by Lazy S Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. That's Lazy S Ranching in Rich County, up by the lake. Kessler Blood hits the first. Second one good as well. He's got 6 points in the game, and that puts Piute back up by 4, 18-14 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Smith up across the timeline. Calder on the right wing. Weston in the corner, looking inside for Jarman. He's got his man sealed for momentarily, but Gates Fulmer really working hard to not allow Jarman to seal him down inside. Jarman's got him sealed for the moment. Weston gets it down there. Double team comes, kick it back out. Calder the long 2 from the right wing. Rebound, no. Jarman tips it to himself, and he'll be called for the push in the back. His first personal foul. Nick averages 14 rebounds a night, only 3 so far in this one. That's the job that Piute is doing on Rich. Part of that is that Rich hasn't put up a lot of shots because of the 11 turnovers already. Part of it is Piute's fine job boxing out. 2-3 zone back in the middle. Kessler Blood goes in. Jarman blocks it clean up top, but he had a hand on his back. Oh, he doesn't like that call. And a push is the foul called against Jarman. Boy, that was a nice block up top, but just must have gotten that hand on the back enough to put Blood at the free throw line. And Kessler makes it count. Hits the first, a second one coming. I tell you, watching games earlier tonight in boys games, there's been a lot more physicality than in this one. Of course, that's different officials, so the Rebels have to adjust to that inability to play as physical as they'd like. Anderson left corner to Weston. Back up to Anderson. Rich down by 6, 20-14 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Smith, Anderson left wing, looking inside, nothing there. Calder in the corner, back to Anderson. Rich working it around the arc against the 2-3 Piute zone. Lob backdoor for Jarman. He comes down inbounds, dribbles once away from traffic. He's knocked to the floor from behind by Kessler Blood. And Blood comes away with the basketball. A Rebel 7th turnover of the quarter. Down to the other end, Bo Sylvester finishes, and Coach Brown gets a timeout. 22-14, Rebels getting worked by the Piute T-Birds. 2:17 left in the second quarter on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. You're tuned in to 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com. Rebels with it to Jarman, right wing, and Smith for three, swishes. Aaron's second triple of the game. Rebels needed that. 22-17. Rich down by 5. Aaron Smith's second three of the ball game. Piute's defense has forced a bunch of turnovers. Kessler Blood, left corner. Bo Sylvester faked the three. He travels across the lane, got away with it. Fulmer to the right wing, pulls up and then gives back to Sylvester for three, and that eases over the front of the rim and down through. Sylvester with 7 in the quarter, 25-17. Piute on top by 8. 134 left in the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, second quarter. Smith up top, left wing. Calder drives, splits the D. Fulmer comes in defensively and blocks him with the body. Gates says my hands were straight in the air, but got him with the body. And Rich will have a inbound play from the baseline. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you in part by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff, the ones who truly care about you and your vehicle. It's Stacy's Repair. Anderson and Cook back into the games. It's Jarman will take a breather. Clark, Cook, Anderson, Calder, and Smith on the floor. Cook fakes the three from the left wing, then skips it across. Anderson down to Calder, bounces inside for Clark. Kinnan turns left, goes right, puts it up and in. Kinnan Clark, the quick move in the paint, puts it up and in. Rich down by 6, 25-19 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 1:08 left in the second quarter. Blood across the timeline. Rich stays in the man-to-man defense. Bagley, left wing. Fulmer dribbles to his left, across the top of the arc to Jensen. Bounce back up top. Blood fakes the three, drives, scoops up with the left hand. Misses too strong. Clark with the Rebel rebound. Kinnan up ahead. Calder tries to go by the D, then he hesitates, misses short. Cook pulls down the rebound, and he's fouled as he comes down with it. His momentum carries him right through Kessler Blood, who goes down, hits the back of his head, and Rich with an inbound play on the baseline. Piute fans don't like it, but that's clearly the call, as Cook has to have some space to come down with the basketball, and Kessler Blood did not give him that. Our broadcast tonight is also brought to you in part by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from the mayor, town council of Laketown. Mayor Sim Weston, council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvy, and Delora White. Kessler Blood, I've got that as his second. They just corrected it to his first. Oh, because they are charging the foul to Shannon Bagley on a push from behind. That's interesting. Smith looking to inbound, still looking. Now has to lob it in to Cameron Calder. Just gets it in time. 42-41, Rebels in the right corner. Smith goes inside. Clark fakes left. This time goes right. High off the glass and in. Kinnan Clark, 6 points in the quarter. And Rich back to within 4. Almost forces a turnover. Sylvester comes up with it. Ball poked away. It's across the timeline. Just about. Then a hot pass down inside. And the shot is up and in by Shannon Bagley. Rebels doing all they could to try and take that one away. Couldn't get it. 17, 16, 15. Anderson on the left wing. Inside to Clark. Kinnan turns, shoots high off the glass. It rattles and pops out. And Cook called for the foul coming down. Kessler Blood had it. Cook backed off as soon as he knew Blood had it, but called for the foul regardless. And Cook picks up his first. That's a Rebel 6th team foul. Now keep in mind, Rebels have been a third quarter team. They've, in wins this year, have outscored their opponents 17, or make it 18-9 in the third quarter. In losses this year, they've been outscored 11-7 in the third. So that's coming up after halftime, obviously. That'll be big. We'll see how Rich does in the third. Fulmer, left wing, airballs a three-point shot. Cook across to Smith, and he won't get it off in time. Full court shot is short. 27-21, Piute on top of the Rich Rebels. Number 1 team from Region 22 versus Region 20's number 4. And it's on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. We've got the halftime show coming up on Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the halftime show, brought to you by Southern Utah University. Visit suu.edu to experience more at the half. Piute leads 27-21 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rebel cheerleaders performed, and now it's Piute's turn. Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty and Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Piute with 27 points in that first half. They were led by Bo Sylvester's 9, Kessler Blood's 8, and Gates Fulmer's 6. Rich, 6 points apiece from Jarman, Clark, and Smith, 2 from Anderson, in a first half in which Rich turned it over 12 times. They've averaged 14 turnovers a game this season, and just about got there in the first half against Piute. The good news for Rich is that they're just down by 6. The good news for Piute, they're up by 6 at the half. Region 20's number 4, leading Region 22's number 1. And I don't think we've had any upsets yet today. We were close as Tabiona lost to Wendover by 3. I think that was the closest we got to any kind of an upset. Well, I guess Valley, technically, the number 3 seed upset number 2, Region 19's number 2, Wayne, 50-37 earlier tonight. But boy, Rich has made 10 consecutive semifinal appearances, and they're in danger of losing that streak at the half, trailing by 6, 27-21 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the SUU halftime show. You're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Local decisions, better results with State Bank of Southern Utah. Visit us online at sbsu.com or stop by any one of our local offices. Member FDIC.
If you are buying or refinancing a home, did you know you can request your own title company? Keep business local and request security title for all your title, closing, and escrow needs. Travis and Hillary wish all team success in the postseason tournaments.
Whatever you need for your truck, the specialists at Ellingford Brothers in Evanston have you covered. Get everything from specially formulated, durable Line-X bed lines to trailer hitches that match any size load. Have it installed by the professionals. Light repairs and custom welding services are also available. So whether it's bed liners, hitches and fifth wheel hitches, headache racks, toolboxes, flatbeds, and utility trailers, have it built to fit by the professionals at Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
Welcome to the playoffs. We wish you the best of luck at the tournament. At South Central Communications, our dedicated team is working overtime, bringing you the fastest, most reliable network available.
I didn't think it was possible to add one more thing to my already busy schedule. Then I realized that earning my degree will not only help me, but my family too.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at West Star Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit West Star Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. West Star Printing, 307-789-5202.
Behind the scenes. Out of the spotlight. Empowering the dreams of others. We applaud that. Zions Bank. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business.
Welcome back to this Bear Lake Realty presentation of Utah 1A basketball at the half. Piute leads Rich 27-21 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Epic Recreation. Make your vacation an epic one to remember when you visit Bear Lake. For rentals in the area, visit epicrecreation.net or find us on Facebook. And by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. It's also brought to you in part by Bear Lake Realty. Whether it's beachfront, room with a view, secluded mountain retreat, or any number of timeshare options, now is the time to buy and start enjoying beautiful Bear Lake. Piute with the 6-point lead and the ball to start this second half. They inbound, and Kenan Clark a quick takeaway. Rebels need a few more of those. They'll come out with better energy than they had in that first half. Cook at the top, way outside. Left wing to Smith, then to Clark in the lane. Gives off to Jarman, and he is hacked. Take your pick. Is that on Jensen or on Bagley? And they'll give it to Jensen, his first personal. That's been the strategy for Piute, is to limit Jarman. Last time these teams made a 1A preview, Nick had 14.7 boards. Inbound to Clark. Kenan pulls up and hits from the right angle about 7 feet out. And Rich strikes first in the third quarter. Again, in wins this season, Rebels have outscored their opponents 18-9. That's going to be a big key in this game. Bagley dribbles to his left, couple of screens, steps back, nothing there on a shot attempt, and gives up to Sylvester. Bo holds and then hands off to Bagley, left wing, 7:18 left in the third quarter. Rich down by 4 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, 27-23. Jensen bounces inside, Kessler Blood turns, fronts, kicks it back outside. Nothing there, in the corner. Jensen kicks it up top, and they work it around the arc. Back way outside. Rich in a man-to-man defense. Kessler Blood fakes the 3, drives, ball stripped away. Kenan Clark turns and goes. He sprints past everybody to the hoop, skies and hangs in the air and lays it in. Kenan Clark with 10 points, electrifying the Rebels, who are within 2. 27-25. You hear the Rebel crowd go crazy. 2 turnovers for Piute, 2 quick buckets for Rich. And there's the energy the Rebels needed. You're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball and KSL on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Piute with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Rebels on a 4-0 run to start this third quarter. Sylvester will bring it up across the timeline. Calder will meet him about 5 feet out beyond the arc. Sylvester dribbles to his right, loses a little control, but keeps possession. Dribbles down to the baseline. Ball fake, shot partially blocked by Jarman. Blood with the rebound, blocked by Jarman on the putback. Rebound tipped out, and Rich had it, but didn't hold on to it. Bagley for 3, rims out, and Cook with the Rebel rebound. That's Jordan's first of the game. He averages almost 6 per night. Smith, Jarman at the free throw line, fakes the shot, dribbles once to his right, misses short. Blood with the Piute rebound, gives to Jensen, and back to Blood. 6:08 left in the the third quarter. Piute on top by 2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Blood, top of the key, passes right side. Smith tips it away, and then he's fouled heading up court. Rebels being a little more aggressive here in the third. Actually, a little, take that out, being much more aggressive here in the third quarter. And Cameron Calder will inbound. Rebels on the sideline, trailing by 2. A chance to take the lead. Rich led in the first quarter, 9-6. Calder, right wing 3. Yes, swishes it home. Cameron Calder from downtown. And Rich is back on top, 28-27 on a 7-0 run to start this third quarter. Right side, Wesley Jensen pulls up and misses short over the top. Jarman tips the rebound over to Cook. And Rich has the basketball. Jordan turns and dribbles up court, carried it. A 13th Rebel turnover of the game by my tally. Our broadcast tonight is also brought to you in part by Stotz Equipment in Preston, Idaho. Whether you're looking for farm equipment or homeowner models, remember, nothing runs like a deer. Call Stotz Equipment today, 208-852-3660. That's Stotz Equipment in Preston, Idaho, 208-852-3660. Rebels force another turnover. Smith comes away with it. That's a 4th turnover of the quarter for Piute. Aaron, right side, Clark, back to Smith. Aaron looks left, looks right, then goes to Calder on the wing. Cameron back to Smith, top of the key, lobs down inside. Jarman skies, pulls it down with one hand, turns, goes up, off balance, moving left, back to his right, puts it up and in off the window. And Rich is on top by 3, 30-27 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Bagley between the legs, double team, passes behind Jensen. He gets it back, scoops it up and in. And that hit the front of the rim and then rolled up over the top. Nice finish by Jensen. 30-29. Rebel lead is back to 1 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Piute had built a lead of 8 points, 25-17. Smith across the lane, gives back outside. Jarman turns, kicks it left corner to Smith. Aaron dribbles in, bounces across the lane. Calder for 3 from the right corner. No, short, but Cook with the Rebel offensive rebound. Jordan goes to Jarman, inside to Clark, floats it up. A little bit of contact. Jarman pulls down. No, rebound ripped away by Sylvester. He'll head up court, and the Rebels foul him. A couple of ticky-tack fouls called, one against Piute, that one against the Rebels. Didn't look like a lot of contact. Piute was the victim of a similar call a few minutes ago. Aaron Smith picks up his first, Rebels' first team foul of this second half. Inbound to Jensen. Wesley with 2 points in the game. Came here in this third quarter. Rich on top by 1 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Blood on the left wing, goes free throw line. Fulmer turns, nothing there, kicks it back outside. Sylvester guarded by Calder. Sylvester pushes off with the arm, and then a whistle comes, a foul on Cameron Calder. I'll tell you, Sylvester uses that off arm well. Calder trash talking a little bit out there. I won't be surprised to see Sylvester get called for an offensive foul. I think he's gotten away with a couple in this game. 4:03 left in the third. Piute to inbound from the baseline, lob it out high to Bagley. Shannon, Fulmer. One-handed pass to Sylvester in the lane, and he throws it away. Lowered the shoulder, lost his footing, threw the ball away. Again, gets away with probably what could have been called an offensive foul, but instead it's just a turnover, and Rich takes over. 3:54, third quarter. Rebels have outscored Piute 9-2 so far in this third. Rich was down 27-21 to start the period. Clark left elbow, back outside. Smith sets up, wanted the 3, but defense got back out on it. Calder bounces right corner. Jarman to Calder on the right wing, fires inside. Clark turns, floats short, rebound Fulmer. Good hands by Gates, but then he throws it away. Clark with the steal, ahead to Jarman, who floats it up and in. Nick Jarman, Rebels hustling for the steal. That's a 6th turnover for Piute in this third quarter. Rebels doing to Piute what the T-Birds did to Rich in the first half. Rebels had 8 turnovers in the second quarter. Blood, left corner. Back up top, Bagley on the top of the key, guarded by Clark. Rebels in a man-to-man defense. Jensen left open long enough to launch the 3, misses way up over the top. Jarman pulls down the rebound off the window. Cook up ahead to Smith, dribbles to his left, looks back up top, now gets it to Cook. Work it around to Calder, right side, down into Jarman, backs in, strong move, gets the finish and the foul. Fulmer flops to the floor, trying to draw the charge. Instead, he gets the blocking foul. And Jarman with a chance at the 3-point play. Nick had 6 points in the first half, has 6 points in the quarter. Jarman at the free throw line. Chance for the 3-point play is in there. Swish for Nick Jarman, and Rich pushes the lead out 35-29. A 6-point Rebel lead. They've outscored Piute 14-2 so far here in the third. And in wins this year, Rich has outscored their opponents 18-9. Kenan Clark gets a breather. Jordan Cook gets a breather. Jarman, Weston, Anderson, Smith, and Calder on the floor. It's checking into the game for the first time tonight. Tanner Dalton, Bagley, also Gates Fulmer. Blood down in the key with the basketball. Works across the lane, and he's fouled, and the finish. So a quick answer from Kessler Blood after Jarman's three-point play. Blood says, I can do that too. Finishes with the left hand. Aaron Smith on the foul. Got him with the body. Blood hits the free throw, and he's got 11 points in the game. Made a living from the free throw line tonight. That's 6 of his 11 points from the stripe. Rebels up by 3, 35-32 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Weston, right elbow. Calder back up top. Aaron Smith across to Anderson. Back to Smith. Top of the key. Piute in a 2-3 zone. Weston in the left corner. One dribble. Rebels working around, get it to Jarman inside. Nick finishes off the glass on the right side. Point blank range, 37-32. Much better ball movement from the Rebels here in this third quarter. And they're on top by 5 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Kessler Blood mishandles a pass but gets it back. Smith went for the steal, couldn't get it. Back to Blood after he'd given up to Dalton. Up top, Gates Fulmer for 3. Misses wide right. Rebound tipped out. Aaron Smith has it for the Rich Rebels. Across the timeline, Rebels attacking right to left. Smith pulls up for the long 3, misses. Anderson fights for but can't get the rebound away from Fulmer. Up ahead to Sylvester. He'll go right at Smith, and Aaron lets him go on by to avoid a foul. So Sylvester finishes at the hoop, 37-34. Rich lead down to 3 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Calder to Smith. Around to Anderson, inside. Jarman to Weston, who goes up strong. Can't finish, but Jarman had the rebound. It's ripped away from him, out of bounds, Rebel basketball. And Nick coming alive here in this third quarter. 3 rebounds, 2 blocks, 9 points. And that's what Rich needed, their leading scorer, to score some points. Calder inbounds to Jarman. He shoots, elbow hit, still hits the shot from the left angle. No whistle. Piute gets away with one, 39-34. You can see Nick's left arm get pulled out to the side on the shot attempt. Kessler Blood, top of the key, fakes the 3, drives in. Jarman can't get the block. Blood with the finish. Impressive finish by Kessler Blood. 39-36. Rebel lead is back to 2. Calder across the lane to Anderson. Jarrett gets by the D, stops, bounces inside for Weston. Porter turns, scoops it up with the right hand, or skies it up with the right hand. Can't get that to go, and Jarman trying to get the rebound, fouls Tanner Dalton. Nick Jarman picks up a 3rd personal foul, and that may bring Kenan Clark into the game for Nick to take a breather. 47 seconds left in the third quarter. The Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rebels have outscored Piute 18-9 here in this third period. Rebels were down 6 to start the quarter. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by the Evanston Travel and Tourism Board. Don't miss the world-class Celtic Festival in Evanston, Wyoming, March 23rd and 24th. Visit EvanstonCelticFestival.com today. Wesley Jensen to his left. Sylvester back to Jensen, then to Bagley. 30 seconds to go in this third quarter, and Piute may play for the final shot. They kick it left corner. Jensen looks, surveys, and then kicks it up top. Fulmer around to Bagley on the right wing. Rebels may have switched to a zone. No, still in a man-to-man defense. Bagley, left wing. Dribbles left, spins right. Dribbles right, spins left, I should say. Get my left and right squared away. Tanner Dalton pulls up for the long 2, misses, follows his own shot, gets the rebound, puts it up and in with 3-2. Aaron Smith up to the timeline, launches it at the buzzer and misses short. Tanner Dalton with the offensive rebound and the putback brings Piute within 1 at the end of the third quarter, but Rich outscored Piute 18-11 in that third quarter. Rich on top by 1 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. You're tuned into 1A Basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
I love the community. I love the small town atmosphere because it gives you a chance to make friends and form everlasting bonds. Also, I was given the opportunity to be the president of the Black Student Union here on campus. And it's great being able to express my culture through stepping. That's what it's all about. My name is Maurice Maps, sophomore communications major, and this is how I experience more.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball presented by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Rebels this season have averaged, I think, 14 free throw attempts per game. So far in this one, 3 attempts. One of those in the third quarter in which Rich outscored Piute 18-11. Smith, Jarman at the free throw line, back outside. Anderson drives in, puts it up too short. Jarman, the offensive board, put back in there. Nick coming up big here in the second half so far, and Rich leads 41-38 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 17 points, make it 19 in the game. Nice move by Sylvester, gives the ball fake, and finishes on the right side. Rebel defense struggling a little bit to slow down Piute. Down to Clark on the right baseline. He looks out, looks in, then shoots and misses. Anderson with the offensive rebound, called for the foul. Offensive foul trying to get position for that board. 41-40. Piute down by 1 with the basketball. 7:14 left to go in this ball game. To the left wing, Sylvester guarded by Anderson. Bagley, right wing to Fulmer. Gates dribbles to his left and gives to Blood. Long three. Yes, swishes through. Kessler Blood with 16, I believe, in the ball game. Jarman, left wing. Anderson for 3 to answer. No. Rebound to Blood. He goes to the floor, travels. They don't call it. He fell to his backside from his feet with possession of the basketball, and the officials call a jump ball after he lands on the floor. Cook wraps him up. Wow. That's just inexplicable. Piute with the basketball, 6.5 left to go. And T-Birds on top by 2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, 43-41. Sylvester dribbles to his right, left, back right. Ball fake again. Smith stays home and defends well. Sylvester kicks it back outside. Fulmer, 3 from the top of the key, off the back of the iron, no. Kinnan Clark with the Rebel rebound. Turns and gives to Smith, up across the timeline. Calder looking inside for Jarman, can't find him. Rebels work it around. Cook, top of the key to Smith. Back to Cook, right wing. Jordan, just over 6 minutes to go. Boy, Fulmer really throwing Jarman around with his hips. Aaron drives in, kicks it back out to Cook. Jordan dribbles left, forces one up, and he draws the foul. A lot of contact down underneath there. Fulmer, hands still in the air in protest, but he'll pick up his 3rd foul nonetheless, and Jordan Cook will shoot 2. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau for outdoor adventure, a foodie trek, amazing music and theater, and Utah State Athletics. Find your fun in Logan by visiting explorelogan.com. Jordan Cook averages 6 points a game, has 1 so far in this one. Misses the first free throw. Second free throw off the side of the iron, no good. Gates Fulmer with the rebound. Rich misses a couple opportunities there, just 2 of 5 from the free throw line in the game. Calder, Sylvester gets away with a carry, drives in, floats it up short, gets his own rebound outside to Bagley for 3. No, rims around, and Jarman skies high for the rebound. His 7th or 8th of the game. Up ahead, Smith to Cook, and Coach Brown calls for a timeout with Rich down 43-41 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, 5:35 to go. Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
What did one thirsty range cow say to the other? I'm utterly parched.
Thirsty livestock equals lower profits. Protect your profits now with high-quality cement troughs from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston, Wyoming, a family-owned company serving ranchers across Wyoming and beyond for over 75 years. Before your profits go teats up from the thirst, contact Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Increase the life of your trough and protect small range animals with a critter ladder. Ellingford Brothers, Evanston.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Rebels inbound to Aaron Smith. Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Cook around the right side. Calder on the wing. Back outside to Cook. Rich down by 2. Piute up by 2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Cook left wing to Smith. Clark down in the corner. Fires inside. Jarman has turns across the lane and a jump ball. Kessler Blood came in with some good defense, and Jarman couldn't get past Blood. Fortunately for Rich, the possession arrow keeps it on their offensive end of the court. Calder to inbound. Looks, goes left. Corner 3 for Smith, and that one a little bit too long. Fulmer with the rebound. Knocked away by Smith into the hands of Jarman, and they called Aaron for the foul. Must have got Fulmer on the arm. Gates giving the official some instruction on something that he was seeing as well. And Piute with a 2-point lead has the basketball. Jensen across to Fulmer. Left wing. Fakes a pass, dribbles around the top to Jensen on the right wing. Rebels have averaged 57 points per game, have allowed 44. And Piute right at that spot, 43 points in this ball game. Bagley, right wing to Jensen. Piute taking their time, showing some patience with under 5 minutes to go. Bagley almost has it poked away. Now does get it poked away by Smith, but gets it back. Up top to Blood, and jeez. Jordan Cook goes for the steal, and a little bit of contact. Boy, if that's the way they're going to call it the rest of the way, we're going to have a lot of free throws in the next 4:37. From the sideline, Bagley mishandles it, drops it inbounds. Clark picks it up, and they stop play. That's... I don't know what to think of this officiating crew, to be quite honest. They will give it to Rich. I don't know why they even needed to confer on that. It's just a giveaway. They make Rich inbound the ball from the sideline. I guess they got it right ultimately, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's interesting. Cook on the right wing thought about the 3, passed it up. Calder on the left wing, gives to Clark in the corner. Looks inside, nothing there. Back up top. Smith to Cook on the right wing. He'll take the 3. Knuckleball is long, but Jarman tips the rebound. Aaron drives the lane, scoops it up, puts the English on it, and gets it to go. Aaron Smith with the drive and the finish, and we're tied at 43 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. We'll credit Jarman with the rebound, hustling to tip that to a teammate. Sylvester dribbles to his left. Back to his right, again pushes off with that off elbow, no whistle, and he passes it away to a teammate. Bagley looks left, looks right, passes it, ball deflected, but into the hands of Kessler Blood. And a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Cameron Calder, about 15 Piute fans on their feet with a round of applause for the official on that call. Calder with a 4th personal foul puts Bo Sylvester at the line to shoot 1 and 1. He's 1 for 2 so far in this ball game. At the stripe. Missed the first, hit the second on his trip in the first quarter. Takes his time, delivers, and hits. Sylvester puts Piute back on top. T-Birds have challenged and beat some very good teams this year. 2A's state champion Beaver, Piute beat 72-64. Challenged Wayne, challenged Bryce Valley, challenged Valley, and Panguitch lost close ones to them. Second free throw by Sylvester, also up and in. Bo with 13-15 points in the game. Piute back up by 2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 3:40 left to go. Anderson up top to Smith. Aaron looks in, goes right to wing to Cook. Rich works it around. High post to Jarman. Lobs inside. Kinnan goes up strong. Can't quite get it to go. Hangs on the rim. Sylvester again, arms out in innocence and protest. And to hear Piute call it, they haven't fouled anybody tonight. At the free throw line, Kinnan Clark. Two free throws for Kinnan. First one rattles home. Clark actually by percentage the top free throw shooter on the team for Rich, 75%. He and Cameron Calder right there at 75%. Kinnan's second free throw too strong, back of the iron. And Sylvester with the rebound. He heads up court across the timeline. Rich down by 1, 45-44. Kinnan with 11 points in the game. Sylvester follows the screen all the way to the hoop, gets by Jarman and in. Layup on the right side, good screen up top. 47-44, Piute up by 3. Just over 3 minutes to go. In the fourth quarter, Jarman, the free throw line, gives to Anderson. Jared gives to Clark, down inside. Jarman backing in, puts it in up off the left side on the glass, and Rich is within one. 47-46 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Timeout on the floor. You're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
American Star Racing manufactures a full line of UTV, ATV suspension parts for the on- and off-road racing enthusiast. Look for us on Amazon, eBay, or at www.amstarmanufacturing.com. Good luck, T-Birds!
Welcome back to this Bear Lake Realty presentation of Utah 1A basketball. No portion of this webcast in its entirety may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Deseret Digital Media. Piute on top by 1 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Under 3 minutes to go. Rebels outscored the T-Birds 18-11 in the third quarter. But Piute with the lead. Bo Sylvester dribbling on the right side, backs it out. Bagley looking inside, nothing there. Back to Sylvester. 2:40 to go. And Piute showing some patience here. Rebels beat the T-Birds at the 1A preview. Sylvester tucks the ball like a running back, goes to the hoop and finishes. He's had a great fourth quarter. 8 points. And puts Piute back up by 3, 49-46. Anderson on the left wing. Bounces up top. Clark, right side. Aaron for 3. No. But Jarman, the offensive rebound. Putback doesn't go. Cook, the offensive rebound. Putback doesn't go. Jarman, the offensive rebound, does go. So Rich gets some second chance points up court. Coach Frank Huntington calls a timeout for Piute, leading by 1. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go. One team will face Valley in the quarterfinals. The other will face Wayne in consolation. We'll take a quick break and be right back on Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
Having a cabin close to home where you can get away for a day or two or a week at a time is something many people dream of but think it will never happen because owning 2 homes is a stretch. Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty has the solution. Quarter shares. You own 1/4 of the property. It's similar to a timeshare, except there are only 3 others who share time in your property. It's simple, cost-effective, and a wonderful way to have it all. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty today, 435-946-8888.
Back in, Piute works around, just about gave it away. Double dribble, Kessler Blood gets away with it, goes in. His shot is blocked by Jarman, out of bounds. Nick's 4th block of the game, and Piute has it under the hoop. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you also in part by Pro Physical Therapy and physical therapist Dr. Dallas Clark. From the baseline, Sylvester bounces into a wide open Jensen. Rebel breakdown in defense. Piute with the bucket. They lead by 3. 1:40 to go. Smith, high post. Jarman looks inside. Fulmer takes it away, goes to the floor, dribbling, and a jump ball. Piute trying to call a timeout, but the officials call a foul on Rich. Turnovers were a serious issue for the Rebels in the first half. They had 12 of them. I've got them with 4 here in the second half, 16 total. The foul charge to Kennan Clark. And Piute, with 1-and-1 free throws coming, has a chance to make this a 2-possession game with 1:34 to go. And free throws on the way for Gates Fulmer. Well, free throw, yes, free throws. Fulmer, make it 7 points with that make. 1:34 to go, and Rich, 10 consecutive years in the semifinal streak, in danger, in very much danger. Fulmer hits both free throws, and the T-Birds are up by 5. Cook across the timeline, right wing to Calder. Jarman in the corner, back outside to Cook. Calder, top of the key, dribbles to his left, finds a lane, drives up with the right hand. No, but he's fouled by Fulmer, and Gates picks up his 4th. Cameron Calder averages 7 points per game, has just 3 in this one. 2 free throws coming for Calder, who shoots 75% from the free throw line. And I had Fulmer, I had one short. Fulmer actually, that's his 5th foul, so he fouls out with 1:21 left to go. 8 points in the contest and a bunch of rebounds. 2 threes in the first half. Cameron Calder. Free throws, back of the iron, no. Rich, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 3 of 5 from the free throw line. They attempt 14 free throws a game, but just 6 so far in this one. Calder hits the second, and Rich trails by 4. Pressuring, Cook gets the steal to Smith. He'll back it out. Rebels needed a steal, they got one. Cook to Jarman at the high post, back to Cook, looks left, goes right. Smith wanted the 3, but pass didn't get there quick enough. 1:08 to go. Calder on the left wing, Jarman, high post, Cook, extra pass, Smith for 3, right wing, yes! That one drops through! And the Rebels are within 1, 53-52. A steal, Keaton Clark to the other end to Calder, layup on the left side. Rebels are on top. Sylvester up court, Rich leading 54-53. Sylvester travels. He took 17 steps, pass across the lane. Smith saves it to Cook, but he stepped out of bounds. Sylvester, how is that not a travel? That was, again, we had Kessler Blood with the ball, fall to his backside. They don't try to call the travel. Bo Sylvester takes at least 3 steps and doesn't get called for the travel. And Piute has it on the baseline. Rich on top by 1, 54-53 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Inbound, down inside, back out, Shannon Bagley. Sets up, shoots, and misses the 3. Jarman tips the rebound. It's on the floor. Piute has it. Then it's on the floor again, and a jump ball. Possession arrow. Piute is what it looks like. On the baseline. Cody Sylvester to inbound. No, a timeout first. 29.7 seconds to go. Piute with the basketball. Rich on top by 1 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard on 1A Utah Basketball, KSL, and mylocalradio.com.
Blood's Custom Meat is the answer when the question is, where should you go for your meat processing? From beef to wild game, Lane Blood and his crew can take care of any of your custom meat needs. Bryce Canyon Half Marathon, 13.1 miles of fast and unforgettable running on scenic Byway 12. From Bryce Canyon City descending to Cannonville, through the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Race runs on the 2nd Saturday in July. Start training today.
The Butch Cassidy Hideout is located minutes from the newly restored Butch Cassidy Boyhood Home. We are your ideal stop on the Piute ATV Trail. Relax in our clean, comfortable rooms and enjoy a savory breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Escape to Butch Cassidy's Hideout.
Quarter, and Rich leads by 1. A late surge has put the Rebels on top by a point. Piute with the basketball. Bo Sylvester in the left corner, drives, shoots, hits. Bo Sylvester, 10 points in the 4th quarter, and Piute back on top by 1, 55-54. Rich up to the right side, long pass to Calder, across the lane, deflected out of bounds off of Kessler Blood and Piute. Rich down by 1 with 13.4 seconds to go, and it looks like Coach Huntington takes a timeout, and we'll take one as well. We'll keep it here. I got you. Okay. We'll keep it right here on this in this fourth quarter with 13.4 seconds to go. Piute on top, 55-54. Bo Sylvester has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points in the fourth quarter. Make it 12 points here in the fourth quarter. And a total of 23 in the ball game. Sylvester averages 14 per game. He's had a monster game. Rebels, the number one team from Region 22, beat Piute earlier this year at the 1A preview, 45-34. Piute number 4 from Region 20. But again, they've challenged and beat some very good teams this year. They beat Bryce Valley, the Region 20 champion. Lost a bad one to Panguitch recently, but they've also challenged Panguitch. Lost to 52-46 at Panguitch. Rebels with an inbound play from the baseline. Cameron Calder goes to Cook in the right corner. Up top to Smith. Aaron, free throw line. Jarman turns, shoots, misses left side. Rebound, Shannon Bagley. Rebels try to foul. They finally get it. Bagley throws some elbows after the whistle. But Piute will have free throws and leads with 6.6 seconds to go. Coach Ashley Brown comes out to chat with the official briefly. And Bagley will shoot 1 and 1. 6.6 seconds to go. Region 22. ICS lost this morning badly to Monticello. Taviona lost to Wendover. Manila beat Milford, but Rich trails, and Bagley gets the first one to hit the front of the rim and creep up over the top and in. 6.6 seconds to go. Rich will already need to go the full length of the court and get a shot to fall. Will they need a 3 just to tie? We'll see. Bagley's second free throw, back of the iron, falls down through. Rich pushes up court. Smith for 3, pulls up 2, 1 short, and it comes down. Piute pulls off the upset, 57-54. The Rebels' 10 consecutive appearances in the semifinals comes to an end tonight. Piute with the win, 57-54 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Our Ruby's In post-game show coming up. We'll take a quick break and be back after this on Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
We sell fun. Come see and feel the fun when you shop at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. You and your family will have fun year-round, in the water with personal watercraft, in nature driving your side-by-side or riding your four-wheeler, or in the mountains on your snow machine. It's always fun at Cache Honda Yamaha, no matter what the season is. Our showroom is full of inventory to choose from. Start having more fun today. Visit Cache Honda Yamaha between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91. We sell fun.
Circleville Town would like to welcome you to Butch Cassidy's hometown and to the heart of Piute ATV country. With hundreds of miles of amazing scenery, come stay a while. Circleville Town wants to wish the T-Birds success in the postseason tournaments.
Comfort Inn in Richfield offers guests cozy accommodations and friendly service. Amenities include free Wi-Fi, free hot breakfast, indoor pool and hot tub. If you're looking for a getaway, or if you're here at the Comfort Inn for work, we've got you covered.
Garfield Memorial Hospital serves the residents of Piute and Garfield counties and is dedicated to providing quality, compassionate medical care. Garfield Memorial is ranked in the 97th percentile in patient satisfaction and in the 99th percentile for ER satisfaction. Nationally ranked care in a small community at Garfield Memorial Hospital in Panguitch. Go Region 20.
On the weekends, our weeks never end. We'll be devoted to you all day. And we'll keep working for you all night until the job is done.
As we had a little bit of an upset earlier, Valley beat Wayne 50-37. That was a 2-seed or a 3-seed over a 2-seed. Piute wins 57-54. Rich, pretty poor performance in the first half. They battled back, had a lead at the end of the third, but Piute outscores Rich 19-15 in the fourth quarter. And it was a big part, and thanks to Bo Sylvester's 10 points in the final period. Finished with 21 in the game. Led all Piute scorers. 16 points from Kessler Blood. Nick Jarman had 23 in the game, 11 rebounds, 4 blocks. It wasn't enough. Kenan Clark 11 points. Aaron Smith 11 as well. But Piute moving on, and they will face Valley in the quarterfinals. Rich, for the first time in 11 years, will not play in a semifinal game at this state tournament. Rebels will face Wayne in consolation later on, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Rich had made 10 consecutive appearances in the semifinals, but don't make it this year after being ranked number 1 a lot of this season by the Deseret News. And Piute handed to them. They came out, played a great game defensively, offensively. They attacked the basket, took it to the hoop, got some big shots to fall, hit from outside. That 2-3 zone defense challenged the Rebels, especially in the first half. Rich had 12 turnovers, just couldn't take care of the ball like they needed to. And T-Birds earned the victory. And on the girls' side, Tabiona dominating West Ridge Academy 44-17 with time running down in the third quarter. And that's over at the Sevier Valley Center. So our schedule is set for the quarterfinals. It'll be Monticello and Manila, Wendover and Bryce Valley, Tinnick versus Panguitch, and Valley versus Piute. In the consolation, ICS takes on Milford, Tabiona, Monument Valley, Water Canyon versus Pinnacle, and Wayne versus Rich. 57-54 the final score. Piute with the victory. Wishing best of luck to the T-Birds. So we thank you for watching Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com. Again, visit check out the Utah High School Sportscast's Facebook page. Highlights have been uploaded throughout the day to that site, and you can check out those highlights, share them with your friends on Facebook at the Utah High School Sportscast's Facebook page. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back tomorrow morning. First game of the day, 10 a.m., I believe, is in the girls' consolation bracket, and that is, Whitehorse versus Monticello here at Richfield High School and at the Sevier Valley Center. First game of the day is, let's see, it must be earlier on. I'll have to double-check that. Oh, in the girls' championship bracket, Milford versus Piute. We'll cover all those games on mylocalradio.com. and on KSL. Thanks for tuning in.
Having a cabin close to home where you can get away for a day or two or a week at a time is something many people dream of but think it will never happen because owning 2 homes is a stretch. Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty has the solution. Quarter shares. You own 1/4 of the property. It's similar to a timeshare, except there are only 3 others who share time in your property. It's simple, cost-effective, and a wonderful way to have it all. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty today, 435-946-8888.